Hi, it's Lynette here. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to come on and do a quick video, right? I'm going to show you the bulbs that I got from my garden. So last year was the first year we kind of did anything with the garden since we've moved here. So we've been here 3 years in October. Steve built the kind of stairs and the decking at the top and fixed the wall and all the rest of it. So last year I spent hundreds of pounds on plants. I went to places like Dobby's, Homebase, bought these really big, fantastic looking plants. Some of them just did not take at all. The ones that have done the best are the wee plants that I got from the lady round the corner, Mrs. Mack's charity plants. If you're in Fife or Dunfermline area, she raises money for, I think it's Alzheimer's, and people donate plants and she has plants. The plants that have done the best and have come back this year are the plants that I got from Mrs. Mack, which was quite good actually, because I was able to tell her, I've got a large space to fill, I'm not looking for anything footery, I want something that's going to come back, you know, I want a hardy perennial. But the ones that I got from Dobby's, and I kind of freestyled it a bit, one was an annual, it was beautiful, big purple thing, but it was an annual, so it's dead. A lot of my dahlias just died. You can mulch those or dig them up, I've done nothing, they're all dead. The purple baron, which I loved, nothing's happened with that. It looked like hot dogs on a stick. So the ones that have done the best are the little grasses, I can't remember what they're called. It's like grass and it has these beautiful little flowers that come out. Those were cheap as chips. So what I've done this year is I've gone to Aldi or Asda. I've picked up some small shrubs because I want colour all year round. I don't just want flowers, I want shrubs. So I've got, my friend Karen gave me a fuchsia, which she had kind of done a cutting for me and all the rest of it, so that's planted in. She also gave me a forest flame, which is beautiful, and I discovered I've got one out the front and it's a good size, but I'm keeping it in the pot because I like it in the pot. So we've also bought, I'm just having a wee look out the window, I bought a azalea which is starting to bud, so Steve's going to plant that when he's off in a couple of weeks. I've got a camellia, which my sister has a camellia and it's like a tree, it's beautiful, I love it. What else have I got? Oh, Antonia's dad did a cutting of a butterfly bush for me. I've got some Italian lavender. My French lavender died. My English lavender this year is beautiful. It has little purple flowers. So the French lavender seems to grow up and have purple flowers on it straight away, but it's just died this year. But the English lavender, it's spread, but now it's got these purple flowers. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm just looking out the window because that's where the garden is, so I can have a wee look. I've got some Italian lavender from Aldi and I'm hoping that that's fine. I've got an azalea, which, no, I've got an azalea, but I've also got an Acer, the Japanese maple, which I wanted. I've got that when Tracy was up because we were away at Asda to get some Easter eggs to make cheesecake Easter eggs. So I don't know if Tracy made that. She bought the ingredients to do it. We were going to do a video, but we've run out of time. So that was only a tenner, but I've got a nice pot for that. So I'm hoping, right, this year, I'm probably going to just do more bulbs, seeds. I've got another packet of wild seeds, got loads of poppies that have grown up, loads of weeds which I had to go and pull out because they were choking everything. I don't know what it is, but it's quite invasive, whatever it was. What else have I got? I've got my wild seeds and I've got my bulbs today that I'm going to show you because I'm need to get them planted up. Now the instructions on these all just basically say put in the ground, but some of them, when I checked other websites, did say soak them for a couple of hours. So what I'll do is when it comes to actually preparing the bulbs, I'll maybe do a wee video if you're interested, but I'm going to show you because I picked them up. I just wanted to do it cheap. So last year I spent £20 from Dobby's for the most beautiful agapanthus, right? It was agapanthus firework. This is agapanthus blue, but it's just absolutely beautiful, stunning, okay? And then it died away, but it's coming back up. So I thought, okay, this was like £1 or £2. I think it was £1. I've either picked them up from Morrison's, from Asda, or from Poundland, all these bulbs. So yeah, well, it doesn't say the price on them. I think they were £1. So I thought, do you know what? This is not a bulb, it's a root. It looks like an alien. We've planted quite a few dahlia bulbs, but they look like they're coming up this year. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. So from £20 to £1, if this works, I've saved myself £19. You know, it might not, you know, it's probably going to take until about August before it comes back, but so it's the same as the one that I've got in there. It might not show until next year, but I'm excited to get that in. I also picked up some echinacea. I didn't buy any of this last year, but there's one root in here, but I think that's lovely. Last year I had a Michaelmas daisy, which looks like it's died away, but it looks like there's others coming up, so be interested to see what happens. So my mum was asking, am I going to do an update on the garden? But what I might do is as the year progresses, just do some short videos, just an update on what's growing and what isn't. The echinacea, I thought that looked pretty. I was going to buy one that was already looking like this, but I'm on a low buy. I'm trying to be good now. I do love the iris, so I picked up 10 of these Dutch iris bulbs. I think these will look really pretty. Again, the instructions are all a bit the same. I will go online and have a wee look at the instructions. Oh, the freesia, 10 freesia double mixed bulbs. Now I'm sure these are all perennials, which means hopefully they'll come back. I think hardy perennials might mean it's a bit better for me, but I'm hoping they all come back year in, year out, because the daffodils have had to be cut back. I'm not sure how I can pronounce this. Tritelia. Look how pretty that is. 15 of those. I've got a wild size of the garden. I've got a wild side. Not my personality, honest. A wild side of the garden, so I'll probably pop them over on that side. Now, I picked these up from Morrison's, the Bleeding Hearts. Now, they look beautiful. Look, you can see why they're called the Bleeding Hearts. Because I love heart shape. Now this is like, it's just one root per pack, and it just says plant 8 centimeters deep, once planted cover and water well. However, when I went onto one of the websites that I was going to buy this bulb or root from, it says soak in water for 3 or 4 hours. So I'll go on to Farmer Gracie's or Dobby's and check and see what it actually says and follow those instructions. But I'll do a wee video if you're interested. For £2, I had to get another one. As I say, I bought them over the course of like months as well, so it's not costing me that much. And this is another Agapanthus blue, but this one was £2 from Morrison, so the other one was only £1, I think. Yes, the other one was £1 from Poundland. And actually, you will see the bulb is much bigger from Poundland than it is from Morrison. So, you know, paying that extra £1 hasn't actually made a bit of difference, has it? And this is Peacock Orchids, 15. So I'm going to pop those in, with the plan being that hopefully if it's full of bulbs and flowers, that those horrid weeds can't grow up. So I also have some rocks at the top, and what I plan to do with those is put some soil down and plant my succulents, because succulents don't like a lot of water. So what I was thinking is, my soil is not sandy or clay, it's like a mixture of both. When it's hard, it's like clay, but when you break it up, it breaks up into like sand. It's weird. And I could actually, there's a test that you can do where you dig a hole and you fill it and see how long it takes for it to drain away. That's how you can tell whether your soil's well drained or not. However, I'm just kind of going to throw them in and see how they get on. But what I will do with the succulents is up in the rocks, I'll put some soil up and I'll plant the succulents in, with the hope that that will stop the weeds from growing up there. I was going to grow some, you know how you get the flowers that kind of, not, they're similar to, I can't remember the name. You know, the ones that kind of spread, the flowers that spread. I was going to get some of those for the rocks so that they come down. However, I thought I'm going to put the succulents up there because they don't like to be in a lot of water. And I think we kind of hold a lot of water in our soil. So at least if I put it on the rocks with some soil, that water's going to drain away, because you're only supposed to water a succulent 2 to 3 weeks, and that's if they need watered. So I thought, if I put it in the rock, then that way the water drains away and my succulents might thrive up there, because at the moment they're in pots, but the pots don't have any drainage holes at the bottom. Steve bought a bit, but he's drilled, because I've got a big pot that's got my, it's not a rhododendron, it's something similar, I can't remember what it's called. It's got one of those in it, and he bought a drill bit to drill through the ceramic pot, so it wasn't getting waterlogged. So I might get him to do that with the little pots that I've got my succulents in them, because they get really heavy. And like over the winter I put them under, we've got a cover for our table and chairs for the winter, and I put them under there and actually forgot to water them for most of the winter, and they thrived. So they don't need a lot of water. My friend was going to put them in, she's got like a little, it's not a greenhouse, but she bought something to put hers in because hers are huge. And she's got them in these really nice white bowls, but her garden's completely different to mine. What looks nice in hers just kind of, I couldn't even try and attempt with mine. But what I'd want to do is, we had to get that tree cut down because we've got 2 trees that were too close to the property that were too big. And we were really worried that, you know, they might come down and hit the house, whatever. So we had them cut down. So on the wild side, there's still these massive tree roots, and I've put the pot on top of the tree stump. I thought that'd be nice, make a wee feature out of it. But I saw a thing in a gardening article or on a website, it was on Facebook, Scottish Garden, and somebody had used like weathered bits of wood, and I thought that would be really nice to break up the wild side a wee bit. So I'm going to try that. But actually, we haven't thought anything about where we've planted things either. Steve had just said to me, don't put anything tall at the front. Anything tall, put at the back. Or anything that's going to grow really big, put to the sides and at the back. So it didn't take over everything else. So we need to work out where the shrubs are going to go, because it'll be nice to see them grow over the years. And I think that's what I want, just colour all year round. So yeah. This is longer than I intended. So I'm just going to count this up. Right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So far £8 less than I paid for the agapanthus last year, which has died away anyway and it's coming back to life. I have got all of these. So they might not even come up this year, that might come up next year. And I will be kind of going more to the charity shop. The charity shop? The charity plant woman, Mrs. Max, because her plants are brilliant. And I do need some more, I want to say geranium, but I don't know if that's the right word. Anyway, I'll let you know how I get on. I'll keep progress. I'll tell you a little about this. I might even bring out my my tripod and do some filming while I'm planting. Anyway, I'll let you know how I get on, but I'll speak to you soon, guys. Bye-bye. And I'm not planting anything today because it's raining. And yeah, yesterday I was up there pulling out weeds because the sun was shining, and I'm absolutely knackered today. So I need to be careful what I'm doing. So I've got the kids Tuesday, Wednesday this week. I'm not sure when I'm going to film this or put this up, sorry. So I need to have my full energy for them, but I'm told that they just need a wee bit of prompting. They know their bedtime routine, you know, they know their kind of breakfast routine. The meals will be ready just to ping in the microwave and things like that. So they're making it as easy for me as possible. But it's been a while since I've looked after young kids. So yeah, wish me luck. And yeah, I'm trying to keep all my spoons for them. And my hands feel dirty just tucked in these bags. So I've got to go. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.